Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Titi and I film about food, beauty and lifestyle from Lime, Cameroon. If this is your first time on this channel, I want to say thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to click the subscribe button before leaving. Make sure you join the family. So today's video is going to be about my worst kitchen experience, like my most dreaded kitchen experience. That's the worst thing that's ever happened to me in the kitchen. So if you want to know what happens, please keep watching. Okay, so this happened like 2000 and what, like about, I don't know how long. I was in Form 3. Yes, I was in Form 3 and I was in boarding school. And as you guys know, I love food, I love my kitchen, I love spinning around the kitchen, doing anything that has to do with the kitchen. Yeah, so I was in boarding school at the time, and in the school I attended, we were usually allowed to bring cooked food, like homemade food, on the day of reopening. So as usual, my mother was in the kitchen, doing something nice for me. She had to make chicken, because every reopening day I used to take chicken to school. Like if it was a do or die affair, she does not make me chicken, then I'm not going. Yeah, so my mom was in the kitchen and she was making chicken dodo and I think spaghetti. That was my favorite at that time. So while she was doing the chicken, she had to boil the chicken, and then prepare the other ingredients for the food. So while she was in the kitchen, I kept on jumping in and out of the kitchen. I would go and check what she was doing. I'll come back to the parlor, try to pack a few things, just like that, off and on. So unfortunately, our kitchen was very small. So while she was cooking the chicken, trying to make the other things, I kept on jumping in and out of the kitchen. I'll go and check whether she has finished cooking the chicken, because I wanted to taste the legs, those chicken legs. That was my favorite part at that time. We used to call it mash mash. So I would go and ask her, "Mommy, mash is not ready. Let me even taste her." She would say, "No, go and finish doing what you're doing. Get ready, let's go. When I finish from here, we're going." I kept on jumping. Just the excitement, the fact that I was going to a new class, reopening day, I'm going to see my friends, just that hype, that excitement, that vibe. Hey, I was in the mood. I kept on jumping in and out, just turning around, just. So unfortunately for me, now I left the room. Now when I finished doing what I was doing, I came to check whether the chicken was ready again. As I was coming directly behind her, so she never knew that I was behind her. So she was trying to open the pot to check if the chicken was ready. So when she was holding the pot, now the kitchen napkin she was using was a little bit small, so it burnt her hand, and then she shouted that she wanted to drop the lid of the pot. You know this macocot pot? Let me show you the pot. So the pot was this macocot pot, this type of pot. This type, very heavy. This lid is this lid. If it lands on your leg, this part of the pot like this. As she was shouting and she wanted to throw the lid on the floor, this part of the pot like that, as I was coming behind to come and taste chicken, the thing landed on my leg. That's on my toe, my big toe. This is my right leg, the big toe. And it just landed like that. As it just broke my toenail. That's blood that came out. Serious crying. Come and see crying. Chicken serve with my mom. So I started crying. I was crying, shouting, blood everywhere. She had to put up the gas cooker, rush me to the hospital. Went to the hospital, went to my one hospital, went to the casualty unit or something. They had to remove that toenail. Hi God, I can never forget that day. As I cried until I cried though. I said my mother was just that she was just lost for what. She never even knew what to say. If she should shout at me for coming to the kitchen, or she should tell me I should have for the pains. That's it. They had to remove that toenail. The pain. They removed the toenail now. They bandaged it. Did everything that they were supposed to do. So they told us that we can go home. Then we'll come back every time for dressing. They'll be dressing the wound. We bought some first aid things like that I can use in the house. So we left now and went back to the house. I was around, because normally our school used to close their gates by 4 p.m. on the reopening day. If you're not in school by 4 p.m., just forget and come back another day. So it was already about midday. We left now, went back to the house. I finished packing up the things I was packing in tears. See, crying. I was seriously crying. I said it was not easy. I was crying. I kept on crying. My mother was like, I should not cry. I should leave it like that. So now, my mother was confused whether I should go to school or I should stay at home, because the pain now, the pain. They had to remove the entire toenail. So you can really imagine. I was in so much pain. So We finally succeeded to pack up everything. She finished preparing the spaghetti and the dodo and chicken. And then we packed my things and went to school. Now, on getting to school, at the school entrance where they received everybody, check your things, you know, be sure that you came to school the right things and the right material that the school asked for. At that time, our principal was a white lady. So when she knew me personally. So when I was coming with my mother, she saw the way I was coming and I was limping. I was putting on a pair of leather slippers instead of our school sandals, because I could not wear sandals at that time, since there was a plaster, a big plaster for that matter, on my toe. So I was limping and coming, limping and coming. She just saw the way I was limping and coming. As I just reached in front of her, she was like, "Good morning. What's wrong with you?" I said I had this accident this morning. She said, you came to school? No, please, madam, take her back to school. She cannot come to school. She cannot be in school with this kind of wound. Ha! My mother was looking at the woman like this. The woman said they should take me back to the house. They cannot leave me in school that kind of wound. Who is going to take care of that wound? That what if it becomes septic? What if the wound gets infected? I should go back to the house. My mother was like, okay. She packed my things now, went back to the car, went back to the house. I was crying. I was just imagining that, you know, that's the reopening day vibe in school now. It's something else. That's your new friends. Sorry, your classmates that you're going to meet. You know, I mean, that gist, holiday gist, that fresh, all that thing like that whole vibe like that. I missed it. I mean, I missed it. I had to go back to the house. I went back to the house crying. Oh, I cried until the evening. Now my mom was like, "What do I do? I don't get to eat the chicken again. This is the chicken I was fighting to eat now. Eat the chicken." She said, "I'll eat the whole flask of that chicken. I'm going to eat everything. I'm not going to leave one chicken." So I ate that evening. Now I slept, I rested. I was in the house for about 1 week so that wound could heal for some time, and then before I could go back to school. So I eventually went back to school, but the wound was still there. So they were just trying to clean it every morning at the school. How do they call it? Sick bay. We used to call it the sick bay. I think the dispensary. Yeah, at the school dispensary, they'll clean the wound every morning until the wound finally got healed. But now when the wound got healed, what happened? Since I was limping, it took about a month for that wound to heal and for the nail to start growing again. So within that month, I was always limping. You know, I was always moving and limping. I was like, my manner of movement changed. And after that, I didn't even realize that the thing just affected my way of moving. Even till now, I still have a little bit of that effect when I'm moving. Yeah, so after a month, the wound got healed, and then the nails started growing back and all of that. So this particular story has been in my head, like I can never forget that day. That it's been ringing in my mind each time I see this toenail. My toenail is not even the same. My toes are not the same. That particular toenail has that. It has the scar, or should I say the scar on it, showing that that particular toe has been affected by something. So it didn't grow back normally like my other toenail. So since then, I've had that particular story, that particular memory in my mind, and every time I'm in the kitchen and my daughter even wants to come near the kitchen, I just start screaming, I just start shouting that she should not even try, she should not come near the kitchen. I always make sure that she's far away from the kitchen. Yeah, so that's my worst kitchen experience. The pain I went through, you know, all that wahala that I went through at that time was like so demoralizing for me. Yeah, so that brings us to the end of this video. If you have had any experiences, any sad experiences in the kitchen, please share that in the comment section. Let's chat, let's interact. How are you going to react if we're in my position? Just let me know. Thanks for watching this video up to this time. If you're watching this video up to this time, you have to subscribe. It means you're a faithful you're a faithful person. So please do subscribe to my channel. Hope to see you guys in my next video. Until then, bye.